all of a sudden I went from, you know, he's a good student, great martial artist, to what made me qualified to want to teach martial arts. And to me, it was one of them things where it was like, there's a few things that make me qualified. First of all, no one you know has my tenacity, my endurance, my, core strength. They're not doing what I'm doing. Secondly, I'm being asked by other schools and other promotions to come teach and to come officiate, you know. And third, because when we grappled, I made you tap out. I won't get into all that at this moment, but and it was slick how they did it. They did it so their students wouldn't see it, but you know, I wouldn't have went there if there wasn't an argument about why I felt I was qualified to do the same thing. And we were in the office talking, and I'm just like, well, you started your school as a second degree, and even though you and that instructor had a bad, exchange, doesn't mean we have to. Like, he's like, are you talking to any of my students? And it's like, no, I was on a completely other different side of town trying to get stuff started, and then they issued threats about showing up to my classes and embarrassing me, and then inviting another black belt to come do the same thing. Like, it was this whole, like, weird, overly dramatic thing because I had put in years of work. And why would I do all these years of work and not try to find some sort of way to make money off of it like everyone else was doing? They were doing it, but then when I got ready to do it, all of a sudden, what made me qualified? Maybe it's the fact that I'm holding a second degree black belt, just like you were when you started your school, just like everything I had seen. And then there's so much to learn from that, and I always thought that, you know, we're all in this together type thought. So, whatever school I was going to start, I would have invited him, you know, to be involved in it, you know, something we could both benefit from, you know, not even specifically monetary reasons, but just changing the quality of people's lives, and being an inspiration. Like, I went into it totally naive, and it turned out that the person I thought was close to me was my biggest hater.